Hello, friends. In this video, I'll show you how to design a professional and cinematic Bollywood-style movie poster for War 2 using Coreldraw. This tutorial is inspired by Hrithik Roshan's look and vibe in the upcoming action-packed film War 2. Whether you're a beginner or already into graphic designing, this tutorial will help you improve your Coreldraw skills and learn essential poster design techniques. After this, we'll import Hrithik's photo in PNG format into Coreldraw, and then convert it to grayscale to match the cinematic style of the poster. After converting the image to grayscale, go to the Effects menu and adjust the brightness and contrast settings. This will help enhance the photo further and make it blend better with the cinematic theme of the poster. Since this is the second part of the movie, we'll use the text tool to add the number 2 to the poster. This will help give the design a unique and bold style, making it clear that it's a sequel. After adding the text, we'll convert it to curves and then apply an outline. This way, we can still see the image underneath the text, especially from the bottom, while keeping the text visible and stylish. Now we'll duplicate Hrithik Roshan's photo. We'll place one copy behind the text, and then we'll cut the side of the other copy to create an effect where it looks like the text too is wrapping around the hero. This adds a dynamic and cinematic touch to the overall poster design. Next, we'll take another duplicate of Hrithik's photo along with the background image. Then we'll power clip both of them inside the to text so it looks like the hero and background are contained within the number, giving the poster a bold and cinematic look. After that, go to the Effects menu and apply a blur effect to both images inside the to text. This will create a soft, cinematic depth, helping the main elements of the poster stand out more clearly. At this stage, the poster is really coming together beautifully. With the combination of grayscale effects, the layered photos, and the bold to text design, it's starting to look like a real, professionally designed cinematic poster. The overall layout is beginning to reflect the intense and action-packed vibe of the movie, and we can now clearly see how each element is contributing to the final visual impact. Now we'll bring in Junior, NTR's photo, and apply the same effect as we did earlier with Hrithik Roshan's image. First, we'll convert the photo to grayscale to maintain the cinematic tone and visual consistency of the poster. Then, we'll place his image towards the end or bottom edge of the to text, carefully aligning it so it blends naturally with the design. This placement helps ensure that Junior, NTR, also feels like a central part of the poster, and not just an add-on. With this step, we're making sure that both heroes are visually represented as part of the same cinematic universe, all within the bold shape of the number 2. Now that all the major elements are in place, let's move on to the final step. We'll start by selecting all the design layers, including the text, edited photos, and effects, and then power clip everything into the main background. This will unify the entire layout, giving the poster a clean, well-composed, and cinematic appearance. Once that's done, we'll add the full movie title, War 2, in a bold and dramatic font, positioning it prominently to give the poster its final identity. Make sure the title stands out by using strong contrast, shadows, or glow effects. This adds power and presence, making it look like a real Bollywood movie poster. And there you have it. How did you like today's tutorial? We started from scratch and ended up creating a professional cinematic War 2 poster, all using Coreldraw. Whether you're a beginner or someone looking to sharpen your design skills, I hope this tutorial helped you learn some valuable techniques and inspired your creativity. To begin creating your text effect poster, start by drawing a boundary using the rectangle tool in Coreldraw. Select the rectangle tool from the toolbox or press F6 on your keyboard. Click and drag on the canvas to create a rectangle that will act as the outer frame of your poster. After creating the rectangle boundary, the next step is to fill it with a background color that complements your text effect. After creating the boundary using the rectangle tool, fill it with a suitable color from the color palette, then use the interactive fill tool to apply a gradient by clicking and dragging across the rectangle, adjusting the gradient type and colors to enhance the background for your text effect. Using the text tool, type your desired text on the poster and choose a unique, bold font to make it stand out and match the overall theme of your design. After typing your text, press Ctrl+Q to convert it to curves, then use the Shape tool to select and stretch the bottom nodes downward, giving the text a dynamic and extended effect. Now duplicate the text by pressing Ctrl+D, change its color to black or dark gray, and slightly offset it behind the original to create a realistic shadow effect. After duplicating the text for the shadow effect, rotate the duplicate to the opposite side using the Pick tool, fill it with a dark color, and position it slightly behind the original text to create a bold and dynamic shadow look. To make the second text look more like a natural shadow, use the Perspective tool to stretch and distort it, giving it a realistic, spread-out shadow effect beneath the main text. After completing all the effects, select all the text and use the power clip feature to place it inside the background rectangle, keeping the design clean and well contained. Now take any PNG image, such as this man on a bicycle, and bring it onto the background using the pick tool by simply dragging and positioning it where you want it on the poster. Add a shadow to the bicycle man image using the drop shadow tool to enhance depth and bring more visual appeal to your overall design. To learn more amazing designs like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with others. Let's take creativity to the next level together. In this Coreldraw tutorial, we'll create a vibrant promotional poster featuring a bold repeating background text effect, a stylish model cutout, a glossy plastic texture overlay, and a ripped paper banner for the headline, "Special for Today." You'll learn how to use PowerClip for photo placement, how to design with layers and blend textures for depth, and how to arrange type creatively for maximum impact. Perfect for fashion, brand, or sale-related promotions. First, we'll import an image of a broken or ripped paper effect into Coreldraw. Then we'll go to the bitmap menu, click on Mode, and convert the image to black and white. This will prepare it for vector tracing. After that, we'll use the Trace Bitmap option to convert the image into editable vector shapes that we can use in our design. Next, we'll use the rectangle tool to create the boundary for our design. Once the rectangle is in place, we'll fill the background with a vibrant combination of green and yellow to give it a fresh and energetic look. After that, we'll take the broken paper effect that we traced earlier and place it on top of the background, arranging it at the top and bottom to add a stylish, torn edge effect to our layout. Now we'll type the text "new brand" and place it multiple times, around 3 to 4 times, across the background to create a bold, repeating text effect. After duplicating the text, we'll use the power clip feature to insert each text element inside the broken paper shapes we added earlier. Finally, we'll change the color of the text to something that contrasts with the background so that the text stands out and gives our design a more dynamic and professional look. Next, we'll import the model's photo into Coreldraw and adjust the brightness and contrast settings to enhance the colors and make the image look more vibrant. Once the image looks balanced and clean, we'll place it right in the center of the background, making it the main focal point of our poster. This step helps bring the whole design together and adds a strong visual appeal.
There's my home, there's my world. See, it's the flower, mine is lost. Beyond space, beyond time, give me a fire, clear my mind. Tale of love, so divine. You are human, just like now.
Now for the most powerful effect that will take the design to the next level, the plastic texture overlay. Import a plastic texture image with a black background into your Coreldraw file. Place it over the entire design. Then select the transparency tool from the toolbar, and in the property bar, change the blend mode to screen. This will remove the black background and leave only the shiny plastic effect visible. And just like that, your design is complete and ready to use. Hey designers, in this video, I'm going to show you how to create this bold cinematic text effect inspired by the Chinese Thunderbolts character posters using English alphabets in Coreldraw. All right, so let's get started. The first thing we need is an image of our main character. We'll be using two versions of the same photo, one in PNG format with a transparent background, which will help us place it cleanly over the design, and another in JPG format, just in case we need a version with a background for comparison or texture work. Before we apply the perspective text effect, the first step is to create some guidelines using the freehand tool. These lines will act as a framework that helps us accurately position and align the text later on. By drawing these reference lines, we can ensure that the perspective effect looks realistic and the text fits perfectly within the desired area. This technique makes it easier to control the shape and angle of the text, so our final design appears clean and professional. Now we will bring in the text, for which we are using a tall, narrow font to enhance the perspective effect. First, we'll arrange the text into two separate lines, one above the other, according to the guidelines we created earlier. Once the text is positioned, we'll convert it into curves by pressing Ctrl+Q. This step is important because it changes the text from editable format into vector shapes, allowing us to freely manipulate and distort the letters. After that, using the perspective tool, we'll carefully adjust and align the text so that it fits perfectly along the guidelines we drew earlier. This helps give the text a dynamic, 3D-like appearance and ensures that the perspective looks clean and accurate. Now we will add the second text and apply the same method to it as well. Once the text has been properly positioned and adjusted, we can go ahead and delete all the guidelines to clean up the workspace. Now, to make the overall text effect even more unique and visually appealing, we'll add some additional design elements. These could include highlights, shadows, background shapes, or other creative effects that help enhance the overall composition and give it a more polished, cinematic look. Once we're done refining the main text, we'll move on to placing the Marvel Studios logo at the bottom of the design, along with the movie title. This final touch helps complete the layout and gives it that authentic, poster-like feel, just like what you see in professional movie promos or title screens.